We live in a complicated and fast-moving world. Ours is a society in the midst of restless change, a society which knows that there are problems and recognizes that there will be others beyond these. Yet ours is a society which, at the same time, gains a sense of pride, self-respect, and self-confidence from having faced up to the problems for a century and 3/4 or more. We have had our difficulties throughout our history. We have had poverty, slavery, uncontrolled monopolies, discriminatory practices, and so on. We have fought our wars, and in whichever century we have always fought basically the same war, the war to save man from indignity imposed by others. Of course, I do not need to remind you of the sacrifices of these men. You know the sacrifices and dedication required to preserve freedom and perpetuate democracy. In time of crisis, you have borne the pain, the loneliness, and the hardship of war. We provide material benefits to the veterans of all wars. We continually strive to extend and improve these benefits. Today, we pause to pay them a different type of tribute. Our prayers, thoughts, and ceremonies such as this, we honor the men whom we owe our safety, freedom, and continued existence of our lives.
Some of the great problems of today are those of urban life. This is where the action is. This is where most of our students will live. And I think our obligation as a college is to expose the student to particular problems of the city, to arouse his sympathies and his passions to help meet the needs caused by rapid social change. The power of students who are aware of what is going on and who raise their voices and who put their hands to work for action is an incredibly potent force. One particular opportunity that we have in this state capital is to seek to place as many students as we can under supervision and with the cooperation of office holders in offices and agencies related to the city and state government. We had the governor of the state on the campus a week ago to speak to the students and have a question and answer session, and I put this question to him: how would you respond to our desire to place students in various government offices, to have a student in your office working with your staff so that he comes to understand what the functions of the executive branch are? Well, he said, I'd be delighted. And he said, the sooner you can do this, the better. And so this week I've been working on a proposal for about $30,000 from the federal government to fund a position to establish what we will call the Institute of Public Affairs. I say we will, providing the government funds the program.
The more emphasis seems to be on discharge as distinguished from transfer. And I just wonder if there ought to be some distinction in the teacher tenure law with respect to transfer as opposed from discharge.
And having a certain qualifications or certain achievements that he would have reached at that time.
Is the transfer problem in teacher tenure really as big a problem as discharge?
No, not by any means. They don't compare at all.
The only thing she felt like that was political, and it states in the law that you cannot transfer a teacher for political or personal reasons.
In that same connection now, we talked about this, y'all talked about the tenure commission, and I gathered from the reading material here that the tenure commission is limited to review the
removal of the orderly process of dismissal, which we refer to as tenure, could very well lead to the unionization of teachers in Alabama. As Don referred to earlier, he's reviewed 83 cases of teacher unions being formed, and in 79 of those cases, what did you say? Lack of any kind of protection from arbitrary dismissal, summarily dismissal. Today in Alabama as well as in other sections.
Well, there's no transcript made of the hearing before the Board of Education.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's the transcript.
If the teacher who has been notified that she is to be dismissed or is to be transferred, there's to be a recording of the hearing.
Well,
all of the testimony.